Hello, my name is Harton Buatco and welcome back. Pinag-usapan po natin yung mga OFWs. Now, alam ko, hindi kayo OFW kung nanonood kayo kasi hindi kayo nagtatrabaho abroad. Di narito kayo. You are the recipients of the OFW's profession. So, pakinggan po natin our guest. We have Congressman Johnny Revilla, who's nominee number 2 for the OFW Family Party List. And now I would like to talk about the other sensitive issues. You don't mind, Congressman?
No, not at all. But I have to just interject one thing. My real goal now, when I took my oath of office, we discussed what our advocacy would really be. I mean, of course, it's OFWs, but I'm concentrating also on the families here. I'm concentrating on OFW families that need, at that time prior to this, what was that word again? PDAF?
Park.
Yeah,
Park.
Well, prior to no PDAF, we had livelihood programs. We had planned. We spoke with the various agencies.
Ano nangyari sa mga yan? That requires funding.
Of course, and that funding was supposed to be from that
PDAF.
PDAF. At least for me, that's where I was going to look at, and now I just have to take it back and see how else I can, because how else I can help the families that are here. Because you got to remember, for 10 million OFWs, you have 10 million families.
But don't the families, aren't they the recipients of the funds? Because for the Filipino, buti na lang, unlike other foreigners, other countries, we have a penchant to send money to families.
Correct.
That's our culture.
Pero don't forget one thing. What happens to the OFW that comes back already after his term?
Patay.
Patay. What does he have?
Good point.
So if you have a family that's doing well,
tapos ka na. Yan. Anong gagawin
once he
mo
comes here, at least there's a business that he can go through, and maybe he doesn't have to leave. Because no matter what you look at or what you say, I would much rather not have 10 million OFWs. I would much rather have only 2 million OFWs and have everybody work here.
Wala, hindi naman pwede.
I know. But if you make ideally, if you can get the economy good where you don't have to leave.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
That's
So
more my mind.
talagang kailangan tending din pala yung mga natitira dito. So I did see that side because every time you think of OFW, it's always the people abroad.
Correct, because that's all there is. But there is, look, you have OFWs who are abroad that having marital problems, you know, there's so much. There's so much, yes. Yes, so I would prefer if we can help these people here, make laws that will make their lives easier, or where they can get loans, they can get good livelihood programs. At least, no matter what, their homes are...
Kung matayo mo yung Department of OFW mo,
pwede?
yan at least
diba?
ma-address mo na yan.
Exacto.
Hindi lang yung travel, hindi lang yung paso, hindi lang yung taxes. Kasi the way it seems, all the other agencies that are set up for the OFW are based for taxation and like Interpol or something, di ba? Keeping track rather than going out, giving the assistance, the helping hand. Also, kasi tama, no? May mga issues din na psychology kasi nasisira yung pamilya. 90% I understand are breakaway families.
I try and meet, we went to Isabela. We met with the OFWs there. And 98% of them,
broken families.
yes, right now. And it's really sad.
Sociology, ganun talaga.
So how do I address that? I mean, that is an ongoing problem. That's a concern. But yet, it's necessary because the families have to send their loved ones abroad.
Mahirap.
Mahirap.
It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. Let's go to this controversial person because it's hitting the headlines again. Lately, you've got Ms. Tuason coming in, diba? You've got a new pointing finger, and here comes what's his name, which I found very funny and peculiar, that even Jingo Estrada, the senator's already trying to detract and coming on the newspapers, trying to discredit Tuason rather than keeping quiet. And panoorin muna natin. If I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, other than the one that's been celebritized, the one that swims all over her bathtub with money in cash, is Jenny, di ba? Yun ang anak ni Janet Mapuales.
Jenny, I think is
the younger one.
Janet is also named Jenny. if I'm not mistaken.
Same din ba yun?
Same. That is her like nickname, pet name,
Ano
Jenny.
pa? Alam ko yung isa, Jo Christine.
Jo
Yung
Christine.
Isa, tsaka yung isang babae, Jenny, di ba?
ba?
Jenny June, parang gano'n eh.
No, Jo Christine's the eldest.
Yeah, that's the older one. But yung isang lumabas with all the fancy cars, the
That's the
sexy
youngest
body.
one.
That's the younger one.
The what body? I didn't notice.
No, well, I've seen her on Facebook.
Yeah.
She's rather sexy. She's rather pretty. And she's the one that's been established or deemed or well, nilagay ng media with the fancy bags, the material belongings and whatnot.
Correct.
Unlike the other one who seemed to have the propensity to try and do a bit of administration like her
You're
mom.
right. Yeah.
Diba?
She,
Trying
as
to
a matter of fact,
penetrate.
some of the NGOs are supposed to be under
Exactly.
her name.
And siya signatory.
Okay. Yes.
All she did was sign non-stop, billions of pesos.
yes.
You know, miski ganun si Napoles, pag hindi naman kasabwat yung mga iba, whether it be a congressman, a governor, hindi naman lahat congressman yan eh. Maraming senador nga lumalabas. Pero maraming local government din dyan,
Siyempre.
LGU, maraming nadamay dyan.
Based on what is
And
out
the
there.
executive as well.
Correct.
But, miski anong ginawa, karumal-dumal nga ginawa niya, pero alam mo, mahusay siya. Nagagawa niya yan. She made billion, a couple of billion for herself. Now, going to that
But we have
Christine,
to say, allegedly at this point in
Oo,
time.
hindi
so,
pa
okay.
na.
But,
Siyempre.
I mean,
But with
let's-
our courts, it will only
Yeah.
take 200 years.
Oh, yeah.
300
We'll find
years.
out.
Mga 300
Our
years.
great
About
grandchildren.
400 years we'll find out. Alam mo naman, the law in this country is swift.
Yeah.
And everybody is above the law. I'm trying to be ridiculous. But going forward, Jo Christine, there was an intent. It's appalling, an idea, because now, on hindsight,
On
no?
hindsight.
On hindsight, and you were there to stop that. If you didn't, you were being pushed out for her. Is that the way we know it?
Okay, let's...
Maybe you can put it in the proper perspective.
the original 5 nominees of the OFW Family Club, which was Family Club party list, was Roy Senieres Sr. And then it was myself.
Yes.
And then Roy Senieres Jr. And then...
Dynasty. Go ahead.
No, Hannah Senieres.
Yes.
Francisco. She's married. And then a Captain Rosales. Yeah. That was the original 5. But after it appeared that the OFW family party list was going to get 2 nominees in right after the election, there was this move to get me out.
Yes. I had him here.
Yes.
And he was tearing you apart.
Yes. He said that I was an American citizen. But,
Yes.
and he claimed that he was very upset that I didn't. Of course, this is now in the House of Representatives Electoral Tribunal. So I cannot really...
DDC ka.
Yeah. I don't want to
DDC
say
ka.
too much, but it's there in record. I did renounce because I renounced prior to...
Binitawan mo na.
Yeah, I renounced I was a dual citizen. There's no question about it. I don't deny that naman.
All right.
But I renounced prior to our
But
certificate of
how come your
candidacy.
issue did not come in the front page like what's happening kay Lord Velasco vis-a-vis si Gina
Yeah,
Reyes?
because now the
Si
Supreme
Gina
Court,
kasi,
siyempre, yung Supreme Court,
Nakayalam eh.
nakayalam.
But the HRET lumalaban sa Supreme Court. Di ba
Siyempre,
constitutional crisis din yan?
Meron, kasi sa totoo, she's
It's
she's now a congresswoman. So
Oo,
HRET has
diba?
jurisdiction of all.
And she was declared
Correct.
sinumpayan ni
Correct.
Belmonte.
Correct.
Sino nakaupo ngayon sa Congress? Si Gina.
Si Gina.
Pero lumalaban pa rin si Lord Velasco.
Siyempre. Kasi, COMELEC disqualified.
Yeah, disqualified.
And her. Yes. And the Supreme Court said that she's also disqualified, that it should be Lord. But yet, she still is the sitting congressman. So HRED still has jurisdiction, as far as I'm concerned. It's the same with my case. Mine is not that
Hindi full-blown.
full-blown because the truth is, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I
Na napupolitika
Yeah.
ka ata. I think.
Okay.
Because I remember, I interviewed the first nominee,
Yeah.
si former Ambassador Roy Senieres, na napupolitika. Talaga may emotionally upsetting against you, whether it be personal or whatnot. But the point that it's still with the HRAT, we let it be. And, let's see which way it's gonna go. But ikaw, tuloy lang ang laban mo based on your advocacy,
because I'm the sitting congressman.
No, tsaka nasumpa ka na eh.
No, syempre.
Hindi na pwede bawiin.
You cannot. But he's still trying, and this is what I'm
Sad
saying.
lang that you're
Sad.
both in the same,
Correct.
The same party grouping.
Yeah, which we should be working together, and that's the
Correct.
sad part about all of this. So now I'm doing my own thing.
Baka kasi
for the-
artista ka siya, hindi eh. Parang ganun lumalaban.
Hindi naman ikaw
Parang
talaga.
ganun.
That's why we love you, Harry.
Di ka ba nahihirapan, congressman ka, at the same time you're... No, because
No, I had
you've
to
done stints, and there's nothing wrong. Jingoy does the same thing. Si Cap, amazing Cap, sa Senado pa yun, di ba? I mean, not for anything. Di ka nahihirapan sa Kongreso?
Actually,
Mr. Or it works for you?
well, it does work for us. I mean, let's call a spade.
At least
a spade.
kilala ka.
Siyempre. Pero and the way I'm treated out of is different because I'm an actor. But
No, but you're educated. You know, not for anything. I mean,
no, but I put my acting aside for now. I haven't.
okay. That's good. That's
I'm no
good. I
longer
agree with
coming
that.
out on TV.
I noticed that. Hindi ka lumalabas
di
lately.
na, di na. Actually, I'm still part of Annalisa, but they haven't called me in a while because, which is okay with
You
me.
have a contract with that, Ms. Kipapa.
No. I mean, it's not a contract. It's basically I play a role. They haven't
Right.
killed my character. The series is still ongoing.
That's right,
So
that's right. It's very popular.
yeah, it's doing very well.
very, very
So if they call me for taping, I'll tape once, and that's
Yes,
not
yes.
too bad. But I cannot do any more regular. I cannot because for me also it's tiring.
Mahirap na.
Siyempre,
mahirap.
siyempre. I'm much rather deal now with Congress.
Can we talk about general politics,
Sure.
Congressman? Where do you think things are going? I know you're not necessarily for or you're against with the president because being the party list, you have your stand, which is basically the OFW.
Yes.
And you try to stand on top of the politics that
Correct.
are... But the politics, you being now a politician, whether you like it or not, it seems to be the staple of the country, especially now where we have 4 prominent senators
Correct.
being fielded in. You've got the Supreme Court, there was bribery, there was the DAP, not for anything, no? Anong base mo sa politics po natin? I mean, overall lang. You need not take a position.
Actually, politics is very good because I'm a politician. So it's
No, but it's difficult to, how do you say it? The assessment and how to fix it, how to challenge, how to allow people, how to teach them how to understand it. Di ba ang
Actually,
hirap eh?
I-
Ako nahihiya ako sa nangyayari. The Senate, not for anything. It's bad enough that one of the senator's wives is going to be incarcerated because she did something illegal in America.
Correct.
I mean, ano ba naman? Di niya ba alam? Huwag ka even I know that.
Yeah.
Di ba? I think over $2,000, $3,000 you have to dictate.
that's why I believe that it's time for change of government. I believe in charter change. I believe it's where we should go.
You agree with the speaker then?
Yes,
Pero
definitely.
ayaw ng presidente, ah.
I know he doesn't, but when you think about it, that we are more prone to be a parliamentary system.
Well, the
Are
party
people.
list,
Yeah.
the fact that you have party lists today,
yes.
we fell 1 vote short in 86 to have made it to parliament. That's why they entered the
Correct.
party list.
So
and yet
that's-
we're back to the president.
That's how I feel we should, rightfully so, we should be parliamentary. We should have a parliamentary form of government.
Para ito mga nangyayari, mas mabilis na...
Correct. Anything, the replacement is quick. It's to the point.
less bloody.
Yes.
How about the president and all the other issues? Don't you feel uneasy with the politics that's ongoing? I mean, okay, we have Biazon. Finally, we took him out
Okay.
because he didn't perform. 3
Correct.
years. I mean,
Correct.
call a spade a spade.
Correct.
Pare, hindi ko umabot sa budget, tanggal ka. Salesman, di ba? Ganun eh.
Siyempre,
Walang personalan. Kung hindi mo kaya, bumaba ka. Bakit andyan dyan pa si Purisima? Di ba? Bakit andyan dyan pa si Alcala? Di ba? Bakit andyan dyan pa yung Dukot? Why is this former congressman also, yung Department of Transportation? Why are they, hindi ba kayo na-frustrate? And the fact that they openly say in the newspapers, hawak ng presidente in Congress. Hang on, Congress has the same powers as the executive. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct. Supposed to be.
Oo nga.
Yeah,
But
supposed to be.
Congress is laying quiet. Di ba? Parang allowing the president to trample all over.
the president still has the mandate of the people. Number one.
He's popular, no?
He's very popular.
Well, do you believe that? Hindi kaya fake yung mga surveys na yan?
No, I believe he's popular.
Miski sa probinsya, siya pa rin.
Sure, because he's trying to fix an evil. He's trying to
Not
fix...
become the evil. Okay,
let's
go.
No, he's trying to fix the perception that we are a corrupt society.
True.
You've got
Agree.
to give that to him.
Agree.
I mean,
Agree.
if there's one president that has done this in the whole history of the Republic of the Philippines, this is President Pinoy.
Agree, but whether he's succeeding or not is...
It's another,
it's
you know,
another
but
story. Yes.
there's a perception that he's trying to clean up, and that makes him popular. Number two, as bad as the economy is, or as bad as people say it's quite flat, which is better than really down.
But the indicators are good.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Plus that.
No, maganda indicator.
Remember, let's go back a little bit in history. One of my favorite presidents, I love him because he was so funny. See, Bill Clinton. Remember, this guy was impeached.
Yes?
He was impeached, but he survived it. Why? Because the economy was good.
Yeah.
And he was, no matter what, he was popular with the people.
True.
Okay.
I love that speech in his sauna.
You know what I mean? So that's why they didn't impeach the president. They didn't get him out. For the simple reason that Bill Clinton had a good economy.
True.
The Philippine economy right now, all indicators show it's
good.
It's good. It can go.
My problem there, Congressman, is while it is good based on indicators, economic indicators, which really basically do not lie, it is the inequality I cannot seem to swallow. I mean, sila mga Taipans natin are becoming 10 times the billionaire. I mean, just the Forbes list alone, in the last 5 years, ang daming pumasok na bagong bilyonaryo. Hey, kudos to them. Congratulations, you've got more money. Pero paano naman si Juan de la Cruz? Ang inequality of growth is somewhat widening. And to me, looking at the GDP as a measure of economy, to me, is no longer applicable. And what bears me out here is the economist, the analysis, the analyst of the economist that brings out, hey, GDP no longer counts. It's inequality. Ang dami natin pobre.
Ang dami, yes.
Diba? So, yun ang incorrect. Yun ang incorrect. Habang lumalaki yung mga Taipans, di ba? Mga malalaking negosyante, parang napapadpad.
It's not filtering down.
Not filtering. Tingnan mo minimum wage. Mabuhay ka sa 11,000. If you even get 11,000. Because government pays much less. And then in the province, mas mababa. And here, ang dami nakakalusot. I'm just saying, yung inequality, parang kaawa-awa. At least, yung mga constituents mo, hindi. They make much more. 2-3 times the minimum wage. But like you're saying, the families naman,
they suffer here.
Yeah, they suffer here. So, how do you decipher all of that?
Actually, when you really look at the Philippines right now, we are at I think we're at a crest. The next 2 years will show us exactly
Defining
where.
moment.
Yes.
So he'll either stay popular or they'll take him out.
Well, I don't think they'll take him out. He will last his presidency, but this next 2 years, especially with what's happening now, it will define where we're going to be. Remember, there's an election coming up in 2 years.
Yes.
And which is one of the things that I think that I would like to look at, bringing back 4 years plus 4 years rather than 3. The reason, yeah, the reason being, and I'm feeling it now. My first year in Congress, I'm trying to. My second year in Congress now, I'm trying to do good, and now my third year, it's election.
Actually, even term limits, in all honesty, kung parliamentary yan. So what? Kung magaling ka, di bobotohin ka. Ganun lang yun di ba? Na kung ayaw mo dynasty, diretsuhin natin dynasty. Kung ayaw mo, di ba ganun lang naman yun Ano nangyari? Halo-halo lahat
That's another thing altogether. Pati yung dynasty. The people still vote for you. I mean, if you're good,
pero if there is a law, di diretsuhin na. Kung ayaw nyo may dynasty, di wag na, diretsuhin nyo.
Well, it's there. It's already in Congress, so we will be voting on it soon.
There's a group that comes here mad against dynasties, and they're getting louder and louder. Johnny, we're at the top of the hour, and we're going to have to end the interview. I'd like to give you the without interruption of me, opening my mouth, raising my hands and everything, what message would you like to give to our viewers? A good 1 minute and a half or something. That cam.
That cam. Oh, sheesh. This
Sanay
is
na
like...
sanay ka dyan eh.
And then, pero it's like, ladies and gentlemen, if ever Harry Tabuaco wants to run for any office, please vote for him, because there is something that this guy will bring to the table that will make it a lot of fun. But seriously, and I mean that seriously, though. But thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to be here. I feel that this country right now needs as much help as it can get. We need more voices. We need more people to say what they want and what they need. We won't be here without you. And my personal pitch to the OFWs is that as a congressman, for all of you, I will do the best I can in my humble ability as a human being to make life better for all of you and to make your families one and do well. So my door is open, my office is open for all the help I can give you. So, Harry, thank you for allowing me to be here and make my pitch.
Congressman, thank you very much for taking the time out being here. I have no doubt that you will, your heart's in the right place and the competence is there for you to do the job.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. And as far as having me getting into politics, I have tried. I have been rejected, even in my own village, in my residence. Di ba ako pinakakulelat eh. So I've tried. At least sinubukan ko. Maybe I complain a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed our program. And before anything else, the purpose is not just to entertain you or to tell you about all these little things here left and right. No. The idea is for you to understand so that when critical thought comes to play, you will make those right decisions and at least understand the issues. Gaya nito nangyayari sa Presidente. Dapat ba mag-sorry yan o hindi? Alam mo, marami po eh. Para maintindihan niyo, miski sinasabi mong pork barrel, ilan sa inyo ngayon umiiyak kasi hindi na pwede pumasok si Nene sa eskwelahan, si Nanay hindi na makapasok kung saan-saan dito sa ospital. Yan ang nangyayari. Pero lahat sumisigaw sa kalye, no to pork, no to pork. Tapos lahat may bandera, kulay pula, komunista lahat, lumalabas. Ladies and gentlemen, alam niyo naman, a bit of sobriety here. Diba? Alamin naman natin kung anong tama, anong mali. Yan ang kagagaling-galing ng Pilipino. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harry.
You are what you watch.